was she thinking like that? Anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. Boah, Essen, das ist krass. Boah. Wenn du Pause machst, hol ich was zu essen. Ich weiß raus. Okay. Pause. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well, then... ich habe einen Bildschirmschoner. Ja. Well, then... that's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. Wenn sie nicht schon von Bielefeld gegessen wurde. And then, while she was preparing to strike again... Essen soll eine schöne Stadt sein. Preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. Then, that should satisfy even you. Does make an awful lot of sense. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. It makes sense, it doesn't make sense. It probably doesn't make sense. Warum sollte ich ihn wegschubsen? There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal flaw? Ow! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Ich will maybe den Bildschirm schon hier ausmachen. Where do I do this? Starten nach nie, wahrscheinlich. Nie. Wir sind die Ritter, die nie sagen. Nie, nie, nie. So, wunderbar. Essen, 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 Essen. Das ist eine Stadt in der Nähe von Oberhausen. So, show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Does it? Das ist Bielefeld. Was sagen da aber die Hamburger, Berliner und die Frankfurter dazu? Denen ist das egal. Die kennt man ja. Ach so. Aber man kann sie essen. Ich verstehe schon. Hamburger? Mit oder ohne Käsefüße? Aber wurscht. Ah! Ah! Oh Gott, ich wohne zwar in der Nähe von Frankfurt, aber ist mir wurscht. Ah, so. Folding Screen, ja doch. Der Folding Screen, ja. Der ist ein bisschen weit unten, dann hätte er so schießen müssen. Das wäre ziemlich blöd, wenn er bereits geschubst wurde und dann... Ich bin ein Gangster, ja! Dankeschön. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that? Pixel art something? I can't quite see it. A folding screen? Yes, it might be a folding screen. Der Hamburger sagt Cheese. Dann ist er kein Hamburger mehr. Ist ein Hamburger mit Käse dann eigentlich ein Käseburger oder ein Käseburger? Muss er dann umziehen? Das Fett ist nur für die Hamburger gedacht. Was für ein Zufall. Ich komme aus Hamburg. Fleisch. Oh, wir haben unseren Quotenvegetarier. Pesketarier. I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this... the hole in this folding screen. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Hey. Ooh, where? What? What? Huh? Where am I? Mr. Wright, explain yourself, please. Are these two really that clueless? Lynn ist der Quotenvegetarier. Stimmt. Wow, wir haben einen Quotenvegetarier und einen Quotenpesketarier. 2 Leute, die kein Fleisch essen. Dann bin ich bestimmt der Erste, der stirbt. The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means 16 Zentimeter, 18. Da fehlt ein Quotenschwarzer. Nennt man das nicht Carnivore? Fleischfresser? Carnivore? Ja. Fleischfresser sind Carnivore. Herbivore, oder ja, irgendwie so eine Art, sind Pflanzenfresser. Wenn ich meinem Burger ein 70er Verkehrszeichen gebe, ist es dann ein Schildburger? Schildburger? Was? 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 Which means, when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Ich schwärme für Speck. Oh da! Oh da! This changes everything! Who doesn't love bacon? Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Ray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location, about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Das käme hin, oder? Da so. Also, ziemlich weit gehüpft. She was standing here, near the folding screen. Wait a second! We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you... Gosh, the distance from that. Sie fängt schon an wie ihr Vater. Oder? Hat er das auch getan? Oder, Tape Recorder. Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? Nein. That's impossible. The pig is alive. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Van Kama. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Curse you, Phoenix! Mr. Phoenix, right? You... I believe it has now been proven that... Ow, mein Auge. The defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. Do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? It changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, Where and what was the defending doing at the time? Squatting all over the way? All the way by the folding... squatting all the way by the folding screen? Uh-huh. Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Actually, it's mine. Kind of. Oof. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the... Why is she smiling? Last radius of disaster. Das ist in den trockenen Totentüchern. Fuck, was soll das? You are such a smart man, Herr Phoenix Wright. Oh, ihr Lieben. Oh, hallo, Pauli. Kurz reingucken. Liebe, ganz viel Badger-Liebe. Für den Holy. Eine heilige Faust. Ja. Ich hoffe, du bist mit Boshi gut durchgekommen. Ohne einen Rage-Quit. You are such a smart man, Herr Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be the smarmy smile? Detective! How dare you damage my perfect logic? How is it all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-stand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? Oh, armer Gamschuh. Und hier beginnt sein Leidensweg. Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Oh, es ist Lotta, nicht wahr? The next witness. That's gotta be Lotta. Zum Profisten. Schickt mal ein bisschen Badger-Liebe in den Chat. Very well. Jetzt tut er mir... Was? Jetzt tut er wieder brav, der Hund. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Badger-Liebe. Mit Ausrufezeichen. Oh, to be continued. Och, mit Bett. Ja! Großschreibung ist wichtig. Clear. Yes, safe. Aldi. Goddammit! Nur bei Crips funktioniert's nicht. Ich lass mal liebe Grüße da. Hallo, ganz Games. Hallo. Schön, dass du da bist. So, Maya, wie steht's denn um dich? Phew, that was a close one. No. Yeah. I know you were giving it all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. Ooh. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. Ach, Pearl. Ja, stimmt, Pearl. Light of my life. Na. May? April May? Von allen? Maya. So, ich verschwinde. Okay, dann schlaf gut. Bis demnächst oder auf jeden Fall bis Sonntag. Bye. Ich habe... Excuse me. Prinz Johann. Ja. Wir schreiben und sehen uns. Ja. You listen carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Tricked? Pearl, ich bluffe ja, aber nein. Thanks. Wait, tricked?
That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right?
By the way, Is the next witness who I